sometimes we have to sit in silence and hear that inner voice and to feel that calm. I felt a lot of inspiration this morning, and actually after yesterday's video and seeing a comment on there of somebody else who obviously resonated with the video and feeling that they're becoming stronger within their faith. And so this morning I felt a huge amount of inspiration and motivation to, pick up where I left off with yesterday. And I was thinking to myself, do you know what? There is a burning desire inside of me. There is this passion to help motivate people and to inspire them to find the greatness within them. And I thought, but do you know what? I've overcome so many challenges in my life, and I've learned something from them, and I've grown and I've become a better person because of it. And I think a lot of that has been down to my faith and praying and believing in God, and that has been a long journey that I've been on. So if you're coming across this video now, and like I said yesterday, this isn't by accident. I believe in divine timing and things happening for a reason, and you being able to have these signs, these signals. Now I know some people will believe in signs and angel numbers, and there's a whole variety of things. The important thing is having faith. And as I was running this morning, and those of you that have been following and know I'm doing this 100-day challenge, I'm doing my 5K every day, I treat that as my meditation. It's a moving meditation. I allow thoughts to come to me, and these thoughts came to me of this, like the message of, well, what was I going to talk about today? And I thought the first thing that came to mind was about overcoming challenges and overcoming the obstacle. And there is a book about The Obstacle Is the Way, I believe, by Ryan Holiday. It's a really good book, and I would recommend it highly to people. And I was thinking to myself, and then I had this thought process about Noah and the ark, and how Noah was told to, build the ark and build this ginormous ark, and there'll be this great flood that will cleanse the planet. And as he did it, and I believe from memory in the Bible, it took him about 120 years to build the ark. But by the by, the whole time he was ridiculed and thought he was a joker. What are you talking about? This flood, there is no great flood, you're a lunatic. And obviously God had said to him about build this ark so that it can save these few, and then the world will be cleansed by this giant flood. And the whole time it was a test of his faith and having to build it. And as he was finishing the ark, as those you know and know the scripture, the animals arrived 2 by 2. But for those that you don't know, or you're trying to find your faith, or find your way, or maybe you're dabbling in what resonates with you. What I take from that in terms of a lesson that I've used and that I would say to other people when it comes to coaching is that sometimes we have to build our own ark within us. We have to build that big ark within us that's going to take the animals 2 by 2. There's no sight of rain yet, but there will be a cleansing that will happen. And we are put through these challenges of life where we know we have to do something, and it's a big challenge. And we build that. And we don't know why we do it. We have to have faith, and faith that it will work out. And by the grace of God, that it will work out. And then guess what? The rain comes, and you have the ark, and you survive, and the world is cleansed. And so that can be your internal world, and that can be where you are. Now, why do I say this? Because when I speak to people, when I'm coaching people, when I look at what I'm doing from a video point of view, my message of what I'm trying to get out there. So I've always had a dream, right? I've had a dream, a passion, like I said, this burning desire of I want to motivate people. I'm inspired by motivational speakers, Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, all of the greats. And I think, wow, they are incredible. Something just hits me inside. I'm like, yes, these guys have got something going on. They are inspiring. I feel motivated. I feel uplifted. I want to be able to create that same feeling and energy within people, but I don't want to just motivate them, because motivation can wane off, and then it just wanes, and it's gone. So it's got these ebbs and flows. I want to be able to build this drive and this passion, and help people find, the way to becoming their best self. And so I was thinking to myself, I've always wanted to do this, and now I've kind of, I've started on this journey of creating videos and trying to get a message, and trying to, as I go along the way, talk about how to improve mental resilience and do flow performance side, so psychological flow, build a stronger, more functional body. And I'll do more videos later on going through some movement patterns and workouts and that sort of stuff, all super functional things. And then the spirit and the spiritual side. And to me, the spiritual side is a big part of how I've got to where I am, because it is this trifecta. It's how, they all interlink. They're all interlinked to each other. And I thought, okay, so I've always been wanting to do that. Now I've started. Now I've started uploading videos. I'm starting to talk about stuff. I'm hoping that I'm reaching, even if it's one person, right? One person's enough, and then one becomes many, and then many, expands on. But I thought, where I'm at now, I have, a couple of followers. I'm getting a few views here and there. It's testing my faith. Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? Am I helping people? Am I inspiring people? And all I have to think is I have to sit there and like I said, sometimes sit in the silence and listen to the voice inside. And when I do my prayers and hear it, what is the message that comes back? And the message that comes back is, and this is how I got this kind of, for a better word, a download of the ark. Adam, you're building an ark, in terms of you're having to put this labor of love in. You're having to put this effort in to build this thing. You're not going to see the benefit of what you're doing until later on down the line. So in terms of what's the benefit of building an ark, is to survive a flood. What's the benefit of doing all of these videos, of trying to connect with an audience, trying to operate in a really complex world nowadays with algorithms and people using filters and people doing all sorts of nonsense and stuff, and we're just worlds just complete, craziness at the best of times. You're like, okay, I'm having to navigate all of that, and I'm having to build this because I'm a big believer in people. I'm incredibly passionate about seeing people achieve their greatness. Everyone has got a unique skill set. We're all created in God's image. So, and I'm very, what's the word? Very welcoming and understand I have friends from multiple different faiths and religions, and it's brilliant that the world is that way, that we are so multi-dimensional, so complex in the intricacies of everything that happens. So what was the point of sort of bringing this up is to say, just through even personal experience of where I'm trying to get to, I'm trying to start something new. Yes, it's going to be hard. I'm pretty sure when Noah was building the ark, that was pretty hard as well. But am I going to see the benefits straight away? No. Maybe by some miracle, someone might watch this and go, I really like this guy, and the videos go viral, and I've got a ton of followers. But the reality is, got to put in the hard work, got to put in the graft. There will be obstacles, there will be challenges. That's okay. That is totally okay. I can live with that if I'm turning up each day, trying to put in my best, believing in the message, believing in the words that I'm saying. If I can inspire one person, then two, then three, great. If these people can then spread the message and we can build this movement, absolutely fantastic. And that's where, I think nowadays it's very difficult for people to engage with some content and stuff, because let's face it, I'm keeping it pretty basic, keeping it pretty low key, low tech. So it's trying to be different within the crowd. I look when I use YouTube a lot, and I think everything's the same. filters, you know, all this sort of stuff. Everything is the same. And it's trying to be different and stand out differently to the crowd, but standing firm in what you believe in. And that's part of what I'm saying here today as well, is not only have you sometimes got to build your own internal arc and then later see the benefit of it. So you put in the hard work, the reward comes later. You use those challenges and those obstacles to overcome things. You know, it's probably one of the reasons why I love doing these Spartan races and stuff, is because there is almost a metaphor when I'm doing the race of every single obstacle I have to go over mentally and spiritually. I feel like I've achieved something. I've climbed up that cargo net. I've gone across those monkey bars. I've carried that log. I've carried that chain. And then I've moved on. And so every time, through the physical nature of doing something hard and arduous, I'm seeing a mental and spiritual benefit from it. That's the take that I get on it. I'm sure some people just go out there to absolutely beast themselves. And so I've become very more kind of internalizing and meditative and seeing the deeper meaning beyond stuff. And I know that's probably maybe really deep for some people, and other people listening are like, wow, you're talking my language, man. That's what I'm all about. And I want to know more about manifesting and the prayer side of things and everything. Maybe some people don't stick to the end of the video, but that's fine. You know, there will be some people out there that this is the video for them. This is what you've been looking for. This is the sign that you've needed to say, yeah, you're going through a tough time, stick with it. Have faith. Believe in God. Say your prayers. Focus on your mental side of thing. And also do the physical activity, get your body moving out in nature. And if you are doing those three things, good thoughts, good prayers, good physical activity, good nutrition, that will then mean you'll get better sleep, and it goes round and round the cycle, and you will lead a better quality of life. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm hoping that today's video has inspired maybe one more person out there, get one more subscriber. As always, please like, subscribe, share the video. We want to create a movement, create more inspiration, and any comments are welcome, because I'll always take them on board to help become a better person and to do better content for you, the viewers, because that's what it's all about. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining. And until next time, take care.